Hi everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Today I'm going to unbox a new product from Let's Resin. I want to check this out. I'm super excited to see if this is any easier to use. This box is enormous. Look at this thing, it is huge. So this is 1:1 by volume, but this one has pumps in it. I have to move it over here because it doesn't even fit underneath my camera stand. So I'm going to show you everything in this box and then we're going to try it out. So first off, they always, usually in almost every package I've gotten from them, they send these awesome cups that I love because they have measuring lines on them. But the difference between these and the Amazon ones is they do the halves and Amazon does not do halves. So I like theirs a little bit better than the Amazon ones that I do link below. Looks like there's some foils in here. Little tiny ones, but needless to say, they didn't have to give them to us, but they did. They're in there. You have the two pumps. So these pumps, I'm assuming, are obviously calibrated, so you won't have to measure. So let's see if that works. I'm excited to see if that works. They do send these little inks with a lot of the packages that they have. So these are piling up in my cabinet. So they have these little pigment dyes, resin dye, blue, purple, red, white, green, and yellow. And these are 5 milliliters each. So we have another package of those. I think these are gloves. They do send these little cups. I have tons of those now. I'm going to get the resin out. This is a 1 gallon kit. So it's half a gallon of each of them. Wow, there's just all kinds of goodies in here I didn't expect to see. These are, it says mica powders. So they're sent, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different mica powders. Golden, watermelon red, bluish green, black, dark purple, and dark blue. So these all came in the package. And then we have, oh, check that out. It's my favorite, ocean white. This, I love this. This one I use in my blooms. It works great. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I'm so happy they put that in there, even though I have a big bottle of it and I'll probably never even use that. Here's the plastic pieces for the pumps. We have some little tiny spoons. We have a silicone tool. This would work well to get bubbles out the edges. It is, what's the word? I can't remember the word. Anyway, it's not bent. It's supposed to be like that. So you have that little silicone tool. There is, oh my goodness, there are a ton of stirring sticks in this box. Tons of stirring sticks. Get them all out. So we have a whole handful of stir sticks. And, oh, here's a little cap for the ocean white. That goes with that. So you can drip it out. I'm telling you, 1 drop of that ocean white for your bloom. 1 to 1.5 drops is all that you need. And then, last but not least, a ton more gloves, and I think this is like a drop cloth. I'm not going to open it up. And then you have the instruction manual, which is, let me move these out of the way. How to keep clean, tips for casting real flowers and wood, frequently asked questions, safety precautions, features, tips to reduce bubbles, tips to avoid sticky and bendy resin. So if you're new to resin and you get this kit, keep this. It's a good source of information for you. so you don't have to try to Google everything. So we're gonna get this casting resin open, get those pumps put on, and we're gonna see how this works. I just want to give you a few of the specs about this resin. So they're saying it's crystal clear epoxy resin, no odor, no VOCs, self-leveling, mold friendly, and bubble free. So it's 1-to-1 by volume, so you don't have to weigh this. And you have 40 to 50 minutes to work with it, so that's good. Working temperature is 75 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can demold depending on the size of your project, between 8 and 24 hours. It's fully cured within 2 to 3 days. Maximum heat resistance of the fully cured resin is about 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which is suitable for coasters. So that's good. You don't have to top coat it with a heat resistant one. And they don't recommend more than 400 milliliters in a single pour. So I primed both pumps. It doesn't fit under here. I would have done it on camera, but they just don't fit underneath my phone. So I primed them both and gave 1 squirt each. And each squirt measures, I think 10 milliliters. Yeah, each squirt is 10 milliliters of resin. So I'm just going to, this is really just to show you what's in the box and the consistency and everything. So I'm just going to pour this little tiny shaker mold that I got recently. I'm not going to finish this video. I will demold it, but I'm not going to make the shaker on this video. I'll do that on another video. So I'm just going to combine these two and get it mixed up, probably throw some glitter in there, and let's see how it sets. So the instructions say to mix at least 3 minutes until no swirls are seen. So I'm gonna mix this one pretty quickly. It seems, it's not like watery like a deep pour. It seems like a normal consistency for a 1-to-1 resin. And I'm going to see how this does in the bubble removing machine. I know their normal resin does fine in there, but their fast cure is not okay. It's way too thick for that bubble machine. So I'm just going to run this through a cycle once I'm done mixing it, and we're going to see if that will take the bubbles out of this particular one. There was the time lapse of that, and as you can see, it did fairly well. It took almost every bubble out. I came and I squirted the top like I always do with any resin that comes out of there with a little bit of alcohol because the bubbles did surface. You can also go over it with like your heat gun to get them all out. But honestly, a lot of you complain that your hands don't work well and you can't lift these heavy gallons of resin. This is like, I wish you could see it. This is like the best option for you. I'm just gonna take the camera down. Because all you have to do is press this down 1-to-1. So if you do like 4 of these, you're gonna do 4 of these. You don't have to lift anything. You have plenty of resin in these because you have a gallon of resin between the two. And you don't have to worry about the measurement. You don't have to get eye level because they were exactly the same calibrated for 10 milliliters per pump. So let's get back to this little cup that I've mixed up and let's see how it cures. I'm sure it's going to cure just fine, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to add this really pretty purplish glitter to it. Now it is not a consistency of like a deep pour. Like I said, it's the normal 1-to-1 consistency. So you can't really use this for deep pour. This is for casting and molds and coasters and things like that. That's got a really pretty color to it. I haven't used this one yet. So I'm just going to pour this in here. I'm sure it's too much. We'll make something else. I have a couple other little shaker molds. Maybe I'll fill one of those up. And like I said, I will get to this mold. I'll finish this mold. I know somebody was asking if I could do a shaker mold a while ago, and I just haven't. I didn't have a mold for one. Now I have to find the acetate because I don't think I have any of that either. So I will get it. Don't worry. You have to be patient with me. I have so many projects on the table to do. And a full-time job. Here's the other ones. So I'm just gonna fill these up as well. Let's see, which one should I do? We're gonna do, everybody likes dolphins. We're gonna do the dolphin. Actually, I'm doing this wrong. You're supposed to fill it all the way up. Glad I remembered. So now I don't have enough resin for this one. Okay, guys, so my mistake. We'll be doing this one in an upcoming video, not this one, because I don't have enough resin. Actually, I'll just make some more resin and do it off camera so I don't waste this one. I'll be right back. All right, I've got 3 filled up now correctly this time. So we'll demold them just as soon as they're done. So I checked my camera to get the footage of unmolding and it never recorded. So I just wanted to come and show you that they unmolded just fine. It's only been about 12 hours. I will use these on a future video, but they are perfectly cured. There's no problems with them. That link will take you to their Amazon site for this if you're interested in it. It is in the link in the description. It runs about $80 for the kit, which I think is great because if you do the math, it's like 62 cents an ounce. Plus you get all those extra freebies in there. So if you're interested, I hope it helps you, especially those who have trouble with your hands working them. Just pump it out and use it, and it is great. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.